Welcome to Pure Soul Alchemy with Gabriella. I'm Gabriella Espinosa, creator of the Pure Soul Alchemy healing modality. I help people who are feeling stuck in their lives, who are at a crossroads and ready for a new direction, but may be feeling stuck or like there's no way out of the challenging situations with which they are facing. I assist them by shifting their energetic grid so that they can make quantum leaps with ease and simplicity. I'll be taking us through a soul realignment process for the next 30 minutes. This show is a healing on bereavement and loss. Whether you have lost someone you love or are letting go of the life you've had in the past in order to create a new life, this show is for you. Pure Soul Alchemy is a transmission of channeled healing technologies which restructure your creative source grid. It's a channeled energetic field where transformative operations and procedures are enacted for you while you comfortably relax. Through my perception and vocalization of the inner energetic grid, we are opened in ways which allow these technologies to come into our physical reality and enact change on our behalf. Be sure to be in a place where you can lay down and relax to deeply receive the session. To learn about scheduling your own personal Pure Soul Alchemy session, go to www.puresoulalchemy.com. It's quite helpful to go back and listen again repeatedly in order to deepen the effects of the session and take the healings further. Now take some deep breaths and bring into your awareness and into your heart an area in your life where you feel some level of bereavement or loss. It can be the loss of a loved one, a beloved pet, a job, the loss of a relationship. It can even be that new and exciting changes have already come your way, and yet there is, in the background, the loss of the old way of life, which you can never get back. You may just hold it in your heartfelt awareness while you listen in. It will get addressed. Plus, you will receive healing on whatever everyone else who is listening in is working on too. I will establish links with our higher selves and our guides. I'll listen to all of us and then report my impressions of what I hear to the best of my ability. Through this reporting, your system and I interpret the information and align our conscious volition to proceed with the recommendations of our guides. Our unified front empowers, strengthens, and amplifies the energetic operations as they are taking place. My energetic system orients itself, with the support of my guides, to serve as a proxy for the operations on your behalf so that you may receive the realignment in more comfort and ease. If you don't understand some or any of the words I'm speaking, or even find yourself falling asleep, don't worry. What is most important and of most benefit is that you relax as deeply as possible to receive the energy transmissions of the operations, rather than trying to stay alert and focused on the wordings or ascribing any real-time meanings to them. I will read some intentions now. So one person wrote in wanting some healing on the loss of my mom. I miss the energy, balance, beauty, lightness, and spirit she brought to our family. Another person wrote in, the killer of my loved one is also my loved one. My beloved dog killed my beloved cat, and I don't feel connected to her anymore. Another one is the loss of the shadow. Fears that have run through life that are finally coming up and dying, feeling sad and confused about this. Part of me is dying, but the new part isn't all the way here. Scared because everything is changing. Another one wrote in, loss of community and friends, coming to an end, angry, sad, glad about this. Loss of the part of me that defines herself primarily by the interaction of others. And another one, uncertainty of the new, letting go of habitual behavior, welcoming the void, and witnessing the fear. These are all wonderful healing intentions, and I know there are a lot more out there I can feel that are going to be addressed in this session. So we're going to go ahead and begin by calling in all of the Ascended Masters, all of the Archangels, and we're also calling in and welcoming the energetic, powerful support of the new moon. We're creating a heart link with the soul star above our head, with the incarnational star in our abdominal region, and with our Earth star below our feet, flowing the microcosmic orbit through and around all of these centers, including our heart center. And we are establishing a heart link with the great I Am Presence, Mother, Father, God, Creator, Great Spirit, connecting in with the elementals, the nature and fairy and Davic spirits, the animal, plant, and mineral kingdoms, and establishing a love wave, sending it out to Mother Earth, and receiving that same love wave right back from her in perpetual motion. And we are connecting in with all of our higher levels of consciousness and all of our higher councils all the way to Divine Source. So right now, I'm going to start our session by doing a clearing, a big, massive clearing on our heart center. There I am noticing a big weight, and I'm hearing that this is in all of us, whether we are aware of it or not, because globally we're all experiencing a loss in one form or another. Great, so we're going to just spend a little bit of focused healing attention on our heart. And this is the unified heart, which includes our individual hearts, the collective heart, and all of our hearts as components of this collective heart. All right, so what I'm hearing on that is we're doing a massive clearing on the dualistic nature of reality, which perpetuates the illusion of separation, which then entails the perspective of loss. Great. So another piece of this, which I do not consciously comprehend, is we're going to perform a healing on form as function, the functionality of form to bring us into this heightened awareness to move us through and out of this illusion of separation. Great. So this is once again, a massive healing, clearing on the dualistic nature of reality and all of its manifestations on all levels of our being. Those which we are in touch with and those which we are not in touch with on a conscious level. Right. So what's coming up for clearing is the effects of the energetic influence of the asteroid Chiron. Chiron is also known as the wounded healer. Chiron indicates the hurts and wounds of most impact. It is often through our own experiences of hurt and pain that we can best help others in a time of need where they are experiencing the same kinds of wounds that we have already endured. Hence the wounded healer. All right, and so contained in this healing of the energies of Chiron, the influence of Chiron, we're going to also work on endings of all kinds. And in particular, our relationships to these endings. Great. So I'm going to do some emotional clearing. Sadness, confusion, and the feeling of being debilitated by these feelings and by the loss. Stopped dead in our tracks, unable to discern or locate where our next movement is. Great, so we're continuing that clearing on the heart space, the unified heart chakra, and we're also descending that clearing into the unified solar plexus power chakra. So what I'm feeling there is that, shocked, stopped dead in our tracks, because of the shock, unable to move forward, unable to connect with the moment. It's not quite a paralysis, but it's just the sensation of having stopped. All right, so the heart center clearing, healing continues, and we're going to move our gaze on it's a blown out third chakra, a blown out, almost rendered inoperable power center. Right, so we're just going to spend some focused, loving care and attention, healing energy right there in that power chakra. And this is our individual power chakra as well as the universal power chakra. Also doing a healing on interdependence, finding our way within our body, within our being, so as to set up healthy, incorrect alignment connections with life, with others, with the processes of life, with humanity, and on and on and on. It's about connecting with ourselves from our power center and then establishing healthy connections from that alignment with life, the moment. So while these processes are in process, I just want to do a little bit of, just give a little bit of information that I'm tapping into, and it's that there's so much trauma, there's been so much loss happening in our world, and we are truly interconnected beings. The pain that happens on the other side of the globe is our pain. We experience it, whether we're consciously aware of this or not. It does affect us. So we're clearing over there, and we're clearing over here, and all the spaces in between. Great warm, gentle assistance, powerful assistance to get back in connection, back in alignment with ourselves, with the universal processes of life and our place within those processes, and our flow in the flow. All right, another aspect of the third chakra, solar plexus power center healing, is a stopped up power grid. Okay, it's disconnected, disassociated. It's unowned power that we are, that we already are. Great, so we're not going to do anything there. We're just going to supply a container so that that peace within us can commence healing in its own time, in its own way. Yeah, so being knocked out of our placement in ourselves, in our humanity, and in our place in humanity. Great. We're going to do a little bit of emotion code clearing while all these processes are continuing. Grief. We are releasing the trapped emotion. utilizing Gabriella's governing meridian as a proxy for the governing meridian within us all and for humanity. Supporting ourselves in our hour of need, transcending time and space, no longer restricted by these constructs. Right, so while that is still going, we're going to do a clearing on our physical bodies, our physical containers, our physicality, our vehicles for moving through this three-dimensional reality. Great. We're going to also do some upgrades there for our physical vehicles. Great. So implementing upgrades to our physical vehicles, collectively and individually. Great, and some looking at the clearing that's going on for the third chakra, solar plexus power center, and just doing some contacting of a lot of fear that is held there. So we're going to focus on releasing, transforming, transcending this fear, contacting it, and then harnessing that potential energy that has been laying dormant there for the greater good, for our greater good and the greater good. Great. Whole self rehabilitation underway. Okay, so that fear, at this juncture, what I am seeing is that fear is about all of the changes that are going on at this point, this momentous point in our timeline. So fear of change, fear of transformation, fear of the death, rebirth process that comes along with that. Great. So reacquainting our balance with open-endedness, making friends with open-endedness that is all life, and being at peace with this natural part of life. Okay, so the other word, it has quite a different vibration to it, is scared, feeling scared. So we're working on feeling fear of change, and we're also working on feeling scared of change. Somehow, some way they have a different frequency, and so we're addressing both of those frequencies. Great. And also we're also working on the fear of recreating ourselves. Fear of recreating ourselves individually and collectively as a world. And so at this juncture, what we're doing is we're merely holding space so that this piece, fear of recreating ourselves, our realities in our world, is just contained. We're holding it in the light of love and anchoring higher realm support here for this process to move about, come about more easily, peacefully, gracefully, and lovingly. All right, we're going to do a little bit more releasing, emotion code releasing, proxying my governing meridian, and doing some releasing of the trapped emotion of hopelessness. And enacting a firm resolve in the forward movement of our life's evolution. So we're now creating a containment field, a divine circle of healing light all around each of us. This will provide protection, guidance, facilitation, as our systems, lives, and realities and ourselves transform over the course of the next several weeks. And we are now closing down this session in love, light, gratitude, and blessings. So I want to thank you for joining us for Pure Soul Alchemy with Gabriella. To learn more about Pure Soul Alchemy and scheduling your own session, go to www.puresoulalchemy.com. Feel free to re-listen to this session repeatedly. This will deepen the effects of the session and take the healing further. This is Gabriella Espinosa. Have a wonderful day.